Assalamualaikum. Today we discuss about the VBT. VBT means valence bond theory, which was introduced by the London and Hitler in 1927. It is helpful in making the covalent bond. Now we discuss about the postulate of it. It is formed because of the overlapping of half-filled orbital. This is the atom of hydrogen plus this is the atom of hydrogen. It has one s. It has also one s, one means it has one half-filled orbital and it has same as it has. Okay, then it make a covalent bond and become H2, which is a molecular form of hydrogen or diatomic form of hydrogen. This is the half-filled orbital and this is also the half-filled orbital. When they both combine, they make a molecular orbital, which octet rule has been completed. Okay, now we talk about the electrons. Electron spin must be opposite in the molecular form but not in the atomic form. Means here is the spin of electron is anti-clockwise and here is 2. Both have the clockwise spin of electron, but when they make the bond, whenever they make the bond, their spin will be changed into opposite. One will be clockwise and second will be anti-clockwise. Here they are talking about that the greater here is written, the greater the overlap, the stronger the bond is. Means in s orbital, we have taken the s orbital. These s orbital overlap less. If we talk about the dumbbell, means y-axis or x-axis or p orbital, they overlap more than the overlap of s. The greater the overlapping, the stronger the bond is. Here s orbital, in the ss orbital the bond is weaker than the pp orbitals. Okay, now if we talk about sp orbital, s is the circular and p is the dumbbell. S plus p, so it make the shape like this, which means it is stable, means it is stronger than the ss orbital but not as stronger than the pp orbitals. Now it describes the different two ways of overlapping, sigma bond and pi bond. What is the difference between sigma bond and pi bond? Sigma bond is basically the overlapping on x-axis. There are three axes: x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. The overlapping of x-axis is called the sigma bond, or overlapping in means first bond is always a sigma bond. First bond is always a sigma bond. It should be on the s orbital or y orbital or z orbital. Then the pi bond would be on y-axis. Pi bond, sigma bond is always linear, means there are two y orbital, means pp sharing, two x orbital, p sharing, double. There's a sharing in the form of linear sharing. This is called linear sharing. Pi bond means like we also discuss about the ss orbital. This also make the linear bonding. Okay, this means that sigma bond make always linear bonding, and sigma bond is always the first bonding of a molecule. Now if we discuss about the pi bond, this is the y-axis, double. This is y-axis, double. They do not overlap exactly, they overlap by the connection between both. So this type of overlapping is called parallel overlapping or pi bond. This is the parallel overlapping, and pi bond always make the parallel bonding. Pi bond always make the parallel bonding. Now if we talk about z-axis, this also make parallel bonding. These are the parallel to each other, which means they also make the parallel bonding. Means only x-axis makes sigma bond and y and z-axis make pi bond. Now what is the difference between sigma bond and pi bond? Sigma bond is stronger than the pi bond because it overlap more, because there's a we did not discuss the type of sigma bonds. We discussed that s plus s, this is the type of sigma bond. S and p, this is the type of sigma bond. P plus p is the type of sigma bond. Now type of sigma bond, we are done with the type of sigma bonds: ss sigma bond, sp sigma bond, and pp sigma bond. And the overlap which occur in pp overlap is greater. pp overlap is greater. Okay, because of the higher overlapping. In pi bond there is always a parallel bonding which do not bond properly. There is a connection between both. They do not bond properly or do not make a strong bond, they make weak bond. This is the parallel overlapping. If we talk about z-axis, then it also make parallel bonding or the connection between both of them, z-axis. And if we talk about x-axis, they make the proper bond which overlap equally, which is the strong bond, pp bond. Now sigma bond has less kinetic energy than the pi bond. Sigma bond has less kinetic energy because of the bounded atoms. Sigma bond has less kinetic energy because of the bonded electrons, highly bonded electrons. And pi bond has high kinetic energy because of the less bonded electrons. Means their bonded energy is less than the, means their bond is weak. Pi bond is weak, therefore it has high kinetic energy. Their electron are